मेरा नाम कोटनी है और मैं अमेरिका से हूँ और मैं जयपुर में रहती थी शायद 2 महीने के लिए। फिर
या आपका हिंदी बहुत अच्छी है।
बंगाली, हिंदी, English, German, what else?
Spanish, Italian, and France.
Really similar. I think they're more similar than like Indian Bengali even. Pretty close. I think they're really close. I can understand Italian speakers. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Well, I'm doing pretty good, thanks.
Excellent.
Where are you from?
I'm from the United States. So where are you from?
I'm from Bangladesh. It's in Southeast Asian country.
Okay, cool. I currently live in India.
Oh yeah, it's my neighborhood country.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So are you staying in India right now?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Karnataka. So I live in Bangalore.
You live in Bangalore.
Yeah,
So,
South India. Yeah.
yeah, it's nice. It's nice places to go to. There's lots of things to visit in Bangalore.
Yes.
So are you doing any sorts of service there in India or just visit for?
Oh, I live here.
You live here and doing any kind of service in India?
No, I teach English online. And no, I don't. No, I don't work for an NGO or do volunteer. I mean, I do volunteer work, but that's not why I'm here. No, but I speak Hindi. I speak some Kannada, and I speak some Malayalam also. So I do some acting here, and I sing. That's what I do.
Oh yeah, you are into acting.
Yeah.
In India.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I think that's pretty good things because India is. I want you to give me some advice about how to improve our English skills. So that's
okay. Absolutely.
Can you give me some specific advice about from beginning to end, like a complete process of learning English? Where should I begin with, and after that, how exactly how can I do that in particularly from basics to advanced level?
That's a fantastic question. I mean, first of all, you have to know your goals, right? Why do I want to learn English? Do I want to learn so I can talk to tourists? Do I want to learn so I can take the IELTS and move to a different country? First, know that. Then you focus your energy on learning that, right? So, for instance, I started learning Hindi by watching a lot of movies and listening to music because that was my great interest, right? So I didn't focus on grammar that much. I know songs, right? First, this is a good way to always practice if you want to become more fluent too. Listen and take a course. Courses are always useful for grammar. It's really hard to teach yourself grammar.
Yeah.
Very difficult. So Cambly is great for spoken English. Really important.
Yeah, it's great for practicing English because we don't have much English speakers. So you will have to practice our English on Cambly, and it is really useful for me. I can say because I've been using Cambly for about 1.5 months. And
nice.
It's really helpful.
Wow. Okay. Yes, I love to hear that. I love seeing how fast people can make progress when they're taking classes with native speakers. It helps immensely. A lot.
Yes, it helps immensely. And one more thing is that when I communicate with native speakers or native tutors, then it feels me confident that I can speak with native speakers. So I think a little by little I'm improving myself. I'm improving my English speaking skill as well. So all I need to do is just I need to take one step further. I have to stop. That's what my goal is because I've been learning English from 2016. And from the very beginning, as you said that you are watching lots of Hindi movies and you learn Hindi language as well. I know Hindi language as well because I have a big fan of watching movies, watching web series, any sorts of things on YouTube or televisions. So I have learned English mostly by watching English movies and watching English conversations and something lectured because I have listened to 700 to 1,000 TEDx talk videos, and that is quite helpful. And one more important thing, that when I listen something, that is going to input section, because if I learn something or if I read something, that will help me to store informations and gather informations to say something.
Yeah.
All I know is throughout my learning career that when I want to say something, I have to know that information, because if I do not know, when it comes to my mother tongue, if I do not know the information, how can I even say or present myself in audience or in front of my friends? That's
totally
the basic.
Yes.
So that's, I have been practicing English by listening lots of YouTube videos, because YouTube is a huge platform these days. And if I can just stick on YouTube, I think I can be happen by learning English, by or learning anything, I can say, because learning German languages as my third language. I should say fourth, because I know Hindi.
Yeah. Bengali, so, Hindi, English.
Yeah.
German. And what else?
German, yeah.
Anything else?
Spanish, Italian, and French. These are the 7th language I want to learn. I want to explore. And I want to do some research about learning.
Yeah, go ahead. If you learn Spanish, Italian is really easy. If you learn Spanish, Italian is super easy, I think.
So those are French, kind of similar between Spanish and Italian.
Really similar. I think they're more similar than like Indian Bengali even. Pretty close. I think they're really close. Yeah. I can understand Italian speakers. I cannot understand French speakers.
French is a quite difficult language to learn. I have heard that from many polyglots.
Yeah.
And I have been following 2 particular polyglots from the very beginning. Called Makaba from Slovakia, and she's quite good at learning languages. And
cool.
I have followed all her advice to learn languages because she gave some pretty good advice about learning. How can you learn languages? That's how I have been practicing my English. I have just selected one particular day, and I'm just collecting information from YouTube, from reading some articles on online, and then at night I just want to practice. I just want to give a presentation on the particular topics, and that's helped me quite a lot.
I agree.
This is how I have this
fantastic. Yes, absolutely. I like to do the same thing. So I've been watching a lot of Hindi gardening videos.
Gardening videos, yeah. Gardening is a kind of. Some people are really doing that. Love to do that.
Yes, well, usually I love to go out. I like to meet people and be out in public, but you know, the situation here is not good. So
it's not good.
Yeah, so for the past year, I've just been home. So I've been starting a garden, and it's really fun. Yeah. There's some
when we are on the lockdown, it's the only thing left to do is just to your rooftop and doing some gardening. That's the only thing, so we can feel entertainment, because since 2020 we are living in a shadow right now, because the pandemic situation is not very well in Bangladesh and in India as well, because we are under still lockdown in Bangladesh, and that's pretty afraid of things that everyone is afraid of pandemic situations. Everyone is panicking about pandemic situation, and it's the kind of thing that I don't know when it goes or when it will go, but I think that should be aware of health conscious, because it is only up to.
Yes. How's the vaccine situation in Bangladesh? I don't even know.
Well, it is in progress. Trying to give vaccines to every citizen in the country.
Yes. Okay. Have you gotten your first one yet?
Well, I haven't got yet, but I think after this month, maybe, because there's a huge festival in our country after 3 or 4 days.
Okay.
It's called the Idul Azha, one of the biggest festivals of Muslims.
What's it called?
Idul Azha.
Oh yeah, Idul Azha. Okay. All of my Turkish students call it Bayram. All my Turkish students call it Bayram. So now I have. Oh, that doesn't sound like Bayram. Yes. Yes. Eid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything has a names in the different languages. But,
right.
the festival is same.
Yep, exactly.
So it is means kind of we have to sacrifice some of our things, like the animals. We have to sacrifice animals for satisfy our God. That's the only things we have to do in our festivals, and families with our families, I must say. So that's the things to do. So yeah, I have talked about advice about different languages.
Oh boy. Well, the first thing is you have to enjoy it. I think if you're going to keep learning so many languages, you really should make it fun. Like you said, watch TEDx videos on a subject that actually interests you. I mean, I don't like economics, so I don't really know a lot of economics words in my language. I will learn them as I go, but I focus on the things that make me want to have more conversations in that language. Right? So I think that's a huge one. Practicing speaking with a native speaker. As you said, confidence is probably the number one most important thing, because I will be able to understand you even if your English is not perfect, as long as you try. That's the most important thing. If you lose your fear of talking, you can always slowly improve. It's a lifelong thing.
One thing I want to add that I have been learning English since 2016 till now, and I haven't had even one day off. That's what my dedication is. Because I want to learn English like a native speaker. I know that my pronunciation is not really well, but I want to improve my pronunciations. I want to improve my grammar. I want to improve every section, every part of the English language, and that's what my goal is.
That's right. So if you want to do something like improve pronunciation, when you watch that TEDx video, you take your recorder on your phone or a different one, and you try to repeat their sentence just how they said it. And do it over and over again until it sounds exactly how you want it to sound, right?
Yeah. So is it copy or imitation, something like that?
I mean, it's really just kind of training your ear and training your mouth to make the sounds right. So we don't need to necessarily imitate, but we need to practice making those sounds right. I'm a singer, so we have to do this all the time with our intonation, with our pronunciation, our voice. I think it works really well for speaking too. And I think people like my Hindi accent usually because I practice that like that.
Well, would you mind just talking 30 seconds? Because I know some of the Hindi language, and I can continue with that.
South Indian language.
South Indian is pretty hard, but I want you to speak normal Hindi language.
ठीक है, तो मेरा नाम कोटनी है और मैं अमेरिका से हूँ और मैं जयपुर में रहती थी शायद 2 महीने के लिए। फिर
या आपका हिंदी बहुत अच्छी है, because आप जब हिंदी बोलती हो, you are in India from the very long time and you learn Hindi. Yeah, I just talked in English. Sorry for that. I should have talked in Hindi.
No, that's okay.
That's pretty fine.
Yeah, but you know, I make mistakes all the time, and sometimes my pronunciation is bad, and sometimes people laugh at me, and you know, it's fun. It is fun, but sometimes it's like, I just got to be better, right? You know?
Yeah.
Just
it push you forward to learn more and more.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, exactly.
But I never take anything in negative side, because when people laugh at us, then we have to remember that I have to improve. That is the basic thing. Because if no one can ever judge me, then I won't even improve, and that's why I love criticism. When someone criticizes me, when someone's talking about us behind us. So that's the things we can improve ourselves for the betterness. Because all we need to do is just to practice ourselves. I don't really much care about what people say about us. I really hate what will people say about me. I don't really care about that. All I care about is I want to improve myself. This is my life, and I want to live my life for my own rules. And that's the things.
Absolutely. That's good. It was fun talking to you.
It is not much time left, so thank you so much for your help. Thank you so much for sharing all those informations, and I think you have a good life and have a good day.
Thank you. Have a wonderful Eid. See you next time. Bye-bye.